So, 10,000, holy shit. How long has our podcast been going for?
That is a good question. Probably
That
should
is
have
a
been
real.
more prepared. Probably should have
Uh,
been more prepared. I should have
If
brought
you,
out
if
all
you,
the analytics and reports. But
if
that's
you,
what
wait,
people
can I have my
expect from
phone?
us now is
if you,
unprofessionalism.
if you open Spotify, it'll tell us.
Yeah, I just don't know. Oh, I can go to Buzzsprout stats and give us. Let's say. Oh, we have 10,075 downloads as of right now. um, when did we post the first?
I think it's 4 years ago.
Has
Because
it
I
been
think you
4
were doing
years?
it. I think
No.
you were doing it for at least half a year, 2 years before I
2018.
joined.
May
2018.
23rd, 28.
So it's
What?
3 years.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
2018.
What?
Yeah.
It's almost 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, our first episode on YouTube was 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel old. And I feel so old, and yet the podcast is still very much in its toddler years or whatever.
That's called being a parent, my dude.
Mhm.
I really do feel like a parent. I really feel like this is my child. And
Yeah.
but what's crazy, right, is like me and Scott, it really started with just the two of us just like talking witchcraft for hours in Scott's kitchen. And I was like, we should record this shit, which is usually the inspiration for most podcasts, right? Like we should start a podcast. Or me and Katie always say like, oh, we should start a radio show. Well, that's evolved into podcasts, but um but the thing was is like, yeah, we made the podcast, but we had no marketing team. We had no nothing, we just
Yeah.
kind of put it out there, and I shared it to a couple people in my social circle, and Scott shared it to a couple people in their social circle, and then it just started to, like, word of mouth, I guess, is really why we're here, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that like 10,000 people have, well, maybe not people, but 10,000 times an episode has been downloaded onto a device. That's insane.
That is, it really is. That's a, yeah.
And it's
Our
weird. It's
baby.
like
Mhm.
I don't you know how like you always see those memes where it's like someone can like berate you and criticize you for like 3 hours, and you're like, yes, tell me more, tell me more, tell me all my flaws. And then like you have like a little bit of success and someone gives you like a compliment and you're like, I don't, okay, yeah, thank you. Like you don't know what to say.
Mhm.
That's how I feel right now. I don't even, it's like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to say thank you.
I think that
Honestly, I don't even know how we got here.
I guess from just, I don't know, people just like hearing, a bunch of three crazy queer people have a conversation about shit.
I think I think it's the conversational style. I think it's the
Mhm.
fact that it's unscripted, because yeah, at first I really thought that I wanted to go this route of like, have a conversation and then maybe like a segment and then a this, and have it more like a, I guess, like your traditional kind of podcast formula. And then I realized, one, how much work that is, and two, I realized that that's just not our style.
It's also, it doesn't seem what people are looking for. People seem
Yeah.
to really be looking for this connection. Like
Mm.
the times that people have contacted us, like so many times now we have heard like it's like I'm in the room with you,
Mm.
or in the chat with you. Literally, I could be like what was it? We had someone say like I start to talk, like I respond to things that you're
Mm.
all saying, like as if I'm there. I think we had that on like Instagram or something, YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, I think I remember a couple comments like that, yeah.
And I'm just like, that is great, actually. I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That people can have
Because I
such
do
like
that shit.
a yeah, that people can have such like a natural, reaction just to like what we're recording and what we're putting out there. It's
Hmm.
just, it's so wild to me. And you know what? And it's funny because like right now, like before we started recording this little thing here, um, I was talking about like how I've been really driven because me and Joyce are on opposite working schedules now, so I'm home alone a lot when I get home from work, so I have a lot of time to myself to just do stuff and keep myself occupied. And I'm on this really like forward direction track of really like being on top of things, and I'm starting the Grimoire section on the website, and I have so many plans um of like kind of like the steps that I want to take to move all this forward. And and really I just saw that in my email. It popped, Buzzsprout sent me a little email. It was like 10,000 downloads, and it felt really validating, especially because I have been putting so much focus and effort, and I'm making sure we have a social media post every day. And it's actually like a lot of work, and maybe for some other podcasters, influencers, I don't know, maybe it's not as taxing for them. I don't know. But for me, it's just like it's not taxing in a bad way. It's just like I want it to be good. I want it to be successful. I want it to keep growing. And it
You're
just
very
felt really
Aries about
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the fire cannot go out. That's how I feel about it. Oh,
Yeah.
I am curious though, like I would love to figure out a way to kind of connect with the community more. Even though we've said in previous episodes, like, it seems like maybe our listener base isn't as talkative and chatty as maybe some other communities out there, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I think it really just comes, and that's why I really want to get that grimoire section up there, because I think that'll be like a way that the community communicates with each other through posting spells and recipes and
Yeah.
artwork and things like that. I think that's gonna be the thing that really brings our little community closer together.
Yeah. It reminds me of kind of like like the books that you leave out on coffee tables, like the
Mm-hmm.
kind of it's like that, but you know, just as a conversation piece,
Exactly.
get people engaged. Yeah.
And in that same vein, I was kind of thinking of this for the website. It's kind of like me thinking out loud a little bit. It seems that most of our listeners are actually within our age group. So kind of like the bulk of our listeners are like that 25 to 40 um age range.
What you mean to say is disillusioned millennials.
Yes. And I was thinking a lot of us, right, when we were early on in our baby witch experiences, we went to a lot of forums and we found a lot of information through forums, and we really liked forums. And I miss
Mm,
forums deeply because
mm.
they were just such wealths, or just wealths. I don't even think that's a right. Whatever.
Were
They
you
were just
about to say Wellsprings?
well springs. Yes, they were just well springs of information. And I'm curious because it doesn't seem like our community is the very much like let's chat in real time kind of community. But I'm thinking maybe if we got a forum up on the website, if that would be something either we would be interested in or the community would be interested in. I'm not sure. I might play around with it because you can get forums like for free and stuff like that, and you can just integrate it into your site. I've looked into it; it's really easy to do. So I've been thinking about that. That might be a cool thing.
That would be really cool, actually. That would be a lot of fun. Like Witchbox. Witchbox used to have like
Yeah,
forums and articles, and then you can comment on articles and stuff. That was fun. I
yeah,
miss
like
Witchbox.
something like that would be great.
Mm.
Yeah, who knows?
Because I know Sophia, you always mention like occult forums and stuff like that.
Occult forums as in like the website, or just occult forums as in like general occult forums?
I mean, I'm just saying, just like the website, like you would always reference it, and like how it was. There's a lot of information there and stuff, and it was
Believe
a
it or
good
not,
way.
I actually didn't spend much time
Oh,
on occult forums practically ever.
hmm.
Um, I spent a lot of time just in general ones. I was gonna say my first occult forum, if you really want to go there, is Scion Guild.
Hmm.
Yep, thescionguild.org.
Check that out.
So that's some old school shit. Like kind of post-hopey sort of thing. Early 90s.
But we just wanted to record a little something because we've had a couple milestones with the podcast, like 1,000, 5,000, and stuff like that. But 10,000 is a nice it's a nice round number, and we were really I was really shocked and taken aback by it, and it was really cool to see
and
that.
And we can't reach this without y'all. This celebration is really from us for y'all to say, like, thank you for listening, thank you for being here with us, thank you for like thinking that what we have to rant about is useful or valid in some way. Like it's truly wonderful, and I appreciate you all.
Yeah, I
seriously,
I echo that same sentiment from you, Sophia, because we've come a long way from just like, because the whole point of it was to give a voice to the witches that you don't really hear that often.
Yeah,
the witches Betwixt, and that's what we are, and that's what I always want to be. Like, even if we hit a day where there's 1 million downloads or 5 million downloads, who knows? I always still want it to keep that community like homegrown, like these people, like we're your neighbors, we're your friends. Because honestly, if we were just sitting around shooting the shit, it'd probably be just like an episode of the podcast. It wouldn't be much different,
right?
So, but yeah, we appreciate everything, and we're gonna keep making episodes because clearly you guys like them, so we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, and we're going to keep bringing in friends and keep bringing in more voices and keep getting the community involved. So stay tuned. There's a lot more wonderful people you're about to meet.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to be bringing in some really cool, amazing people onto the podcast to chat with us. I'm also really excited for the website as far as like the Grimoire section, just because I've had the opportunity to have a few but really awesome conversations with some of our listeners throughout our different social media, and I'm excited to kind of be able to do that again. I remember I had one really awesome conversation. It was all about like green magic and mugwort, I think, and stuff like that, and the lore behind mugwort. It was a lot of fun. So if you're out there listening, hi.
Yeah, Grimoire section is definitely the next thing I'm working on. I'm super excited about that. But for now, we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for listening. We couldn't have done it without you. Honestly, as I guess as textbook as that answer is, it's true. We couldn't do it without you. If you weren't listening, those numbers wouldn't be going up. So here's to you. Here's to you. I lift my can of seltzer water and drink to you all.
Saluting, I guess. The two-finger salute. Thank you so much, because I don't have a drink with me.
So, we will see you in the next one. And thank you for listening.